What's up guys, Tinaya. Sometimes the hardest part about job hunting is trying to figure out who to send your CV to. Some industries are so bad at advertising themselves. I remember back in varsity, I did a ton of different courses, but in those courses, we very rarely, discussed what you can do with these skills. For example, signal processing. I did a lot of digital signal processing from second year, and during those courses, there wasn't really a time where we sat down and discussed who actually uses these skills. Which companies would find somebody with these skills a useful person? And most of my courses were like that. And by the time you graduate, you have a very narrow view of where you can make money, which companies you can work for, what kind of roles you qualify for, and that narrows down your options. When you're job hunting, you're only gonna focus on the few companies that you know of and the few job roles that you're aware of. But in this video, I'm gonna list 10 companies that you can try out. There's a good chance at least one of these companies has something for you. The companies here are the kind of companies that are always hiring every single year. Even right now during the lockdown, they are still hiring. They've got graduate programs that are still, taking in applicants and giving out bursaries. They are often very big companies, usually employing more than 1,000 employees. Even though some of these companies might be in a specific industry, because they're so big, they usually have roles in every industry. For example, banks, banks are famous for hiring everyone. And speaking of banks, the first company we're gonna look at today is Standard Bank. The Standard Bank group calls themselves a financial services group. The reason they call themselves that is because they do more than just banking. And as a consequence, they hire more than just bankers. I was quite surprised when I opened their website. They have at least 100 job listings, ranging from the banking and finance sector, because obviously it's a bank, but you also have a good number of IT roles like system administration, software development. When I went through their website, it looks like most of their jobs are from Joburg, but they do have a wide variety of jobs from different locations. So the best place to start with these guys, I think, is their website, their careers portal. It does look like they do actually use it and post all their job listings there. So I've left a link to that portal in the description. Not only will you find positions on their website, but also make sure to check other job sites like LinkedIn, Careers24, all those other platforms. There might be other jobs that are not listed on their careers portal. I've noticed a lot of these companies don't always post everything on their portal. I don't know why, but it's just a thing. So that's Standard Bank, pretty big company. You should definitely check that out. Now, the next company we're gonna look at is Vodacom. So Vodacom is the biggest telecoms company in South Africa, and unsurprisingly, most of the roles they offer are IT related. So cybersecurity, software development. They've had a lot of software development jobs posted, in the past couple of weeks. So I think they're really on the search for software developers. And of course, wherever you have a large number of employees, you need lots of operational stuff, so management and supporting roles. So make sure to check that out if you've got those skills. Most of their positions appear to be in Midrand, but they do have other locations like Cape Town and Durban. Now, Vodacom has a graduate program for graduates who have degrees in IT, so computer science, information technology, and anything related to IT. They have a graduate program for you guys, so that might be interesting to check out. I've heard they pay good, so Sanlam is also a financial services group, so unsurprisingly, most of the positions they have are sales and finance related, but they also have some positions in IT. I see there's a couple of positions for development. There's cloud related roles there, and also cybersecurity. Most of their positions are in Cape Town because that's where their head offices are. However, they do have other positions around the country, and I didn't realize this, but they have several graduate programs. They've got the CA training program. They also have an actuarial training program, and this one they call the Data and Digital Academy graduate program. And from what they say on their website, it looks like a data science type of graduate program, and it's a 2-year contract. So that's very interesting. I actually had no idea these guys had this. I've left a link to their graduate program and the jobs website in the description, so make sure to check that out. You might find something that you qualify for there. Next up, we'll have another financial services group here called Nedbank. So obviously it's primarily a bank, so most of their roles are banking and finance related, but they do have quite a lot of roles for software development and other supporting IT roles, so like system administration, system engineering, that kind of stuff. Most of their positions are in Joburg because I think that's where their head offices are, but they do have other roles in Cape Town. Like I think there's a support engineering in Cape Town. I've left a link to Nedbank's careers website in the description where you can find a list of all the jobs they have available, so make sure to check that out after this video. Next up, we've got my alma mater, University of Cape Town. They are a university, so obviously most of the jobs are to do with lecturing and teaching, that kind of stuff, but they also do have a lot of roles in research, because after all, UCT is a research institution. But it's not just, you know, research and teaching. They have other supporting roles, so, you know, management. I saw the listing here, they're looking for drivers, so, you know, there are some roles there that don't require like a lot of qualifications. Speaking of jobs that don't require a lot of qualifications, next we have FedEx. I also didn't see that one coming, but FedEx is it's one of the biggest delivery companies in the world. So unsurprisingly, they are always looking for drivers and people to work at their sorting facilities. On their jobs website, they also have a lot of roles for their call center. And the nice thing about these roles is that most of them don't require any form of qualifications. Unfortunately, most of these roles are temporary jobs, so, you know, they're not permanent. But, you know, just have a look, you might find something interesting. I left a link to their jobs website in the description. Next up, we have PWC South Africa. PWC it's a financial services company. They mainly deal with taxes, providing tax services to people, the government, companies, you know, that kind of thing. They do have a graduate program for CA training, and they also offer bursaries for CA training. Unsurprisingly, most of the roles they have there are to do with finance. However, they do also have, you guessed it, IT roles. I see on the website here, they're actually looking for developers, system administrators. Next up, we have Accenture. This is a big company. They call themselves a professional services company. So professional service is basically a service that requires professional training and specialized training in order to deliver that service. So for example, consultancy, so you know, that's business consultancy, finance, and all that kind of stuff. They also have a lot of IT services, so database services, enterprise software development, you know, that kind of thing, operations, management. They have a lot of things, and because of that, they have a very wide variety of roles they have on offer. They have writing, management, consultancy, cloud architecture, right now they're looking for a full stack developer. So yeah, they have a good mix of everything. So yeah, make sure to check that out. I've left a link to their jobs website in the description. Yeah, next up we have Deloitte. Once again, another financial services company, very similar to PWC. So most of what they do is just offer tax services to individuals, companies. Most of their roles, unsurprisingly, are in the finance sector, but they do have roles in consultancy, actuarial, that's still finance, IT. They are looking for developers right now and system administrators. Most of their jobs are located in Gauteng, but they do have other roles around the country. And the last company we have here is Amazon. Full disclosure, I do work for Amazon Web Services. So Amazon is primarily an e-commerce company, you know, the website where you go and buy things off of. Sadly, they still don't do much South Africa shipping, but that's a discussion for another day. So yeah, because of that, Amazon.com, they have a lot of roles available for customer service. So that's call center agents and other supporting roles. So like, you know, the operations to do with that. However, Amazon's presence in South Africa is mainly defined by Amazon Web Services, their cloud computing company. And that branch of Amazon is hiring a lot of IT roles, so that's software development, support engineering. They also have a data center in Cape Town, so they hire people to work in their data centers. That's it. That's just 10 companies, but I know for a fact there's a lot more out there. If I did leave out any companies you think deserve to be in this list, make sure to let me and everyone else know in the comments. You know, plug us, help us with these plugs, eh? It's all about networking. If you found this video useful, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. You know, let me know so that I know that you want this kind of content. And right now there should be some videos up on the screen. I think you like this one here, but YouTube thinks you like this one here. I don't know, take a pick and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, You have a good day.